Hello, Facebook. How are you guys? Hello, Instagram. How are you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome to another week of my weekly Facebook Lives and Instagram Lives. I'm so happy to be here. Hi. I'm fresh out of the shower, so my hair is a little wet, but it is lovely to be with you guys. Another Thursday. So I am honored that you're here and you're rolling on to join me while I talk about some important beliefs that you might have about your fertility and how those beliefs are not serving you whatsoever. Not serving you whatsoever. So we're going to get into that in just a second. First, I just want to welcome all the newcomers. We constantly have new people rolling on Facebook and on Instagram. So thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your life. To all of my already engaged community, you guys know I love you and I appreciate you, and I'm honored to be a part of your health journey. My mission is to help you live your best life, your healthiest life. Health on every level: mental, emotional, physical, nutritional. A lot of you know me as a women's health and fertility expert because I wrote a book called Yes, You Can Get Pregnant. And I've helped lots of women get pregnant naturally or with assisted reproductive techniques. Women who were told that their chances were slim or it wasn't going to happen for them. And I've helped them make many shifts in their life to optimize their health and their fertility. But one thing I always say is all I'm really doing is optimizing health, because fertility is an extension of health, and that is plain and simple. So when you are in optimal health, mentally, emotionally, physically, and nutritionally, guess what? Fertility thrives even into your 40s. Even into your 40s. I got pregnant naturally and easily in my 40s. So I know it can happen. And then I also wrote another book called Body Belief, which is all about how your beliefs impact your behavior, which impacts your health. And it's really focused on autoimmune conditions, because what I've noticed in my years of working with women trying to conceive is that many, fertility challenges that, for unknown reasons, the idiopathic fertility challenges, many of those have to do with an undiagnosed or mismanaged autoimmune condition. Something like Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid autoimmune condition, or maybe even celiac disease, endometriosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Lots and lots of autoimmune conditions play a role in fertility. And what I noticed was that obviously I can give you the diet and I can tell you when to meditate and how many hours to sleep and what supplements to take. But unless I get you to begin to shift the conversation you're having in the privacy of your own mind, it doesn't take hold the way it should. And no one is talking about this. There are a dozen really good autoimmune books out there, but not a single one, except for mine, this baby, talks about the mental emotional component and actually gives you tips and tools and strategies to begin to shift your beliefs. I talk about it quite a bit as well in Yes, You Can Get Pregnant, which is, this book is a bestseller, yay, which is a best-selling fertility book. I love this baby. I love them all. My first one, which I don't really talk about so much these days, but my first baby. I'm proud of this one too. This is a 10-year-old book now. And guess what? Still relevant. Guess what? What I said here, I still believe. How good is that? My research, my integrity, my beliefs have stayed true and strong over the last 10 years. And I'm very proud of that, because the world of healthcare and fertility and autoimmunity and all of these things is changing all the time. And all of a sudden there's like, oh, you got to do the keto diet. You got to do this diet. You got to do this. I have stayed solid and true in my recommendations I've been practicing for 15 years. So for 15 years, I stayed solid and true in those recommendations. I've always recommended bone broth way before it was a fad. I've always recommended just eating protein, vegetables, and fat. I've always talked about watching GMOs and doing organic and taking supplements that are food-based. I've always talked about that stuff. So, you know, I'm bringing it all together in a conversation like this because all of my books, literally, they all link together and they all have the same message, which is the message I preach every week to you guys and every day in my clinic and every day with my coaching clients. And it's all about the fact that your health affects everything else. And the health is mental, it's emotional, it's physical, and it's nutritional, okay? And your beliefs are at the core of your health because what you believe impacts everything you do every second of the day. If you are walking around with some of the beliefs that I wrote up here on the Facebook page, Instagram, I can't give a title to these lives, but on Facebook, the title to this live is, I'm too old, my eggs are all bad, I'm so alone in this process. Those are the three most common beliefs that I hear in the clinic, in my coaching, in my online courses from women trying to conceive. I'm too old, my eggs are bad, I'm all alone. And another one that's really common is, why is it so hard for me and so easy for everyone else, right? Those are our beliefs. So when we function from a place of, I'm too old, my eggs are bad, I'm all alone, guess what? That belief then impacts how you treat yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you look at yourself in the mirror. Now you look at yourself and you're like, yeah, look at you. You're so old. Look at those wrinkles. Oh God, you look like shit. Your skin, you're so old. You're just aging. Ugh. Ugh. And then that's how you function in the world. I'm so old. I'm aging. Ugh. You don't bring this like vitality to the game. And then that's how you choose your foods. I'm so old. My eggs are bad. I'm just going to eat this packaged processed food stuff because who really cares? None of it's going to make a difference anyway. I'm screwed as it is. My doctor said over the age of 35, I basically can never use my own eggs and I'm too old and I'm never going to get pregnant. So I call it a case of the F-its, as in F-U-C-K it, where we start to believe our beliefs so much that it's like, why does it matter? None of it matters. I tried the diet. This is what I hear all the time. I tried the diet. I was paleo for a month and nothing changed. My cycle was the same. I didn't get pregnant. It doesn't work for me. That didn't work for me. This isn't about trying a diet. This isn't about a fad. This is about a lifestyle change. This is about an overhaul. And this starts with your beliefs. And again, I'm too old. My eggs are all bad. I'm all alone in this process. That is a bunch of, you know, I'll be kind and loving, but it's a bunch of hocus pocus nonsense. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. Even in your 40s, you still have thousands of eggs left. Not all of them are bad. Even in your 40s, you're not too old. I have a 44-year-old in my group right now who's 20 weeks pregnant with a healthy baby girl. And guess what? She got pregnant naturally. She got pregnant naturally after her doctor told her she would need donor eggs. That was her only option. And guess what? Pregnant naturally. She was following to a T the things I've recommended, right? And it wasn't just diet and it wasn't just supplements. It was this emotional piece. She was in my coaching groups. She was working on her beliefs. She was surrounded by other women, so she didn't feel alone in this process anymore. She was surrounded by a teacher like me who got pregnant in her 40s, so she had hope. And she sees it. She saw it with the other girls in the group, like, well, my eggs can't be bad because her eggs aren't bad and she's just as old as me and she did this stuff and it worked for her, so it could work for me. That's how we begin to shift our beliefs. You see, when we stay stuck in these beliefs that don't support us, that don't serve us, what we do is then it impacts how we interact in the world. And then socially, we start surrounding ourselves with people who also have the same beliefs. So we amplify those beliefs. Yeah, you're too old, so am I. Okay, we're screwed, you know. What? I guess adoption or donor eggs are our only option, and then we feel cheated, we feel defeated, we feel devastated. There's despair, there's hopelessness. I saw a new client for the first time the other night in the clinic, and she had just come from the doctor. She's young, she's 33. They've been trying for about a year, on and off. You know, they both travel and have an intense work schedule, her and her husband. So not every month did they get in a good attempt. So I'd say maybe 7 out of the 12 months they actually got good attempts in. And she comes to find out one of her fallopian tubes is blocked. She's devastated. And, you know, she just saw the fertility doctors for the first time. She's got plenty of eggs left. The sperm looks great, but she's got one blocked tube. And so now the doctors are recommending IUI. And I don't say that that's a bad thing at all. I think it can increase your odds for certain. But I shared with her, you know, at least 6 different stories of girls that I've had that only have one tube that went on to get pregnant naturally against the odds, you know, and just kind of talked her off the ledge. But before she came in, she was in this space of complete devastation, despair. You guys know it. If you're on this journey trying to conceive, you know that deep despair. And basically, I just coached her through it. And she left feeling hopeful because we just worked on the beliefs. I was like, listen, if I know 6 girls that have gotten pregnant with just one tube, doesn't that give you some hope? And then think about all these other women that we've never done ultrasounds on. We don't know. They have one ovary that doesn't work. If they have one tube that's blocked, we don't know. I don't know what my FSH or AMH is, right? I just got pregnant in my 40s. I don't know. I never got it tested. Who's to say? It could have been, my FSH could have been super high, my AMH could have been super low, and guess what? Didn't matter. I see that in the clinic. I see it all the time. High FSH, low AMH, still works out. And I am not at all trying to promise false hope to you guys. I am actually putting the responsibility on you. I am giving you back the power. I am not making things up. Or I got some feedback from the free video series we did where the one woman I talked about who was in my clinic, they retrieved eggs at 46 and she got pregnant at 47 with those eggs. Her own egg, she didn't use donor egg, and she gave, you know, and now they have one left, and quite a bit of feedback on the fact that I was giving women false hope, that I was promising them or telling them they can wait till later to have children. That is not at all what I'm saying. Wherever you are on the path you are, I don't advise waiting, you know, till you're 46 to do IVF. No, not at all. I feel like your chances, you know, start to diminish around 44, 45, so we should do it before then. But what I am saying is you have the power here. You have the power to shift your beliefs, to shift the way you approach your life, to shift your diet, to shift how you converse with yourself in the privacy of your own mind. And through that, you can optimize your fertility even into your 40s. But I work with women at any age. And at any age, guess what? It's the same belief systems. I'm too old. My eggs are bad. I'm all alone. It's so much easier for everybody else. So I could have a 25-year-old. She has those beliefs. I have a 45-year-old. She has those beliefs. So you're not alone because there's like 8 or 9 million people that are dealing with fertility challenges in the US alone. So you're definitely not alone. There's a reason this book is a bestseller. There's a reason, because there's a need for it. People need the encouragement. They need the hope. They need someone cheering them on. That's my favorite job. But it all starts with you beginning to believe in yourself. So what you need to start doing is surrounding yourself with people that have hope. Start reading the hopeful stories on the internet. Go to my website. I do a story of hope every single month. I highlight a girl in my practice. There are some amazing, incredible stories on there. Start reading stories of hope and start looking at these women and saying, if she can do it, I can do it. If she can get healthier, I can get healthier. And then also start realizing that fertility is not just below the belt. Everything that impacts your hormones comes from every choice you make, right down to what you believe, what you say to yourself when you look in the mirror, the food you eat, the supplements you take, the stuff you put on your skin, the people you surround yourself with, the amount of joy you have in your life. Yes, joy impacts your fertility, okay? Start surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Get the support that you need. Stop reading all the terrible negative stories on the internet. Be selective. And then ask yourself, when you have that conversation, when you start saying the negative bully things to yourself, like you're too old, your eggs are all bad, this is never going to happen for you, You sit. First, you notice. This is, I talk about this. This is a tool that it comes from Body Belief, this baby. It's called The Art of Shifting Your Beliefs. It's an acronym, ART. Acknowledge, renew, transform. So the first step is you acknowledge the thought. Yes, I have a belief that I'm too old. I have a belief that it's easier for everyone else than it is for me. I have a belief that I'm all alone in this process. I have a belief that all my eggs are bad. I want you to honor and acknowledge that belief. You need to witness it. You don't need to ignore it. In this world, in this day and age, in this self-help era, we are told we need to be positive all the time, and that's a lot of freaking pressure. So you have the thought, and guess what you do? You tell yourself that's a bad thought. You shouldn't have it. You know, you need to be positive, so you just be positive. And what you're doing is you're actually ignoring that belief, and you're suppressing it. Chinese medicine, which is the medicine I practice, we don't like suppressing any emotions. We want them up and out. So what I want you to do is acknowledge. You get a journal, you write it out, acknowledge. Acknowledge that my belief has always been getting pregnant was going to be hard for me. My belief has always been that, you know, having my family was going to be a challenge. My belief has always been that, yeah, I'm not fertile. My belief has always been that, you know, I'm not going to meet my person until a certain age, and I'm going to be too old to have kids, and it's going to be a struggle. My belief is that I've been alone in so many challenges in my life. You know, what makes this any different, right? So you start to acknowledge that belief, and then you renew it. And how you renew it is, I think this is the easiest way, and I take this from my teacher, Abraham Hicks. You ask yourself, how can I say it better? How can I say it better? My eggs are too old. All my eggs are bad. How can you say that better? Maybe not all of them are bad. Maybe there's still a few good ones in there. I mean, there have been other women that are my age that have gotten pregnant. There are stories on the internet about women who went through struggles similar to mine, and it has worked out for them. So it could work out for me. I could use to be healthier. You know, on a scale of 1 to 5, my health is like a 2. It could be a 4 or a 5. So maybe I could try changing my diet. And there are some supplements out there that are supposed to improve egg quality. They work for other people. They could work for me. There's research done on them. So I can't be, you know, immune to the improvements, right? Makes sense that my fertility is an extension of my health, and I'm dealing with quite a few health issues. I get sick all the time. I have headaches. I have really bad PMS. My periods are irregular. I get lots of clots and cramping. I get cystic acne. So I could use to shift my hormones. So maybe Amy's right. Maybe I should overhaul my skincare routine. Maybe I should change my diet. There are things that I could do that I haven't fully committed to. So I guess there is a chance that I could improve the quality of my eggs, that maybe I'm not too old. There is hope. A lot of my girls will say, you know, am I crazy for going through this? And I said, okay, you found a fertility doctor who will work with you. You found me, I'll work with you. So we're both experts in the field. We both have, you know, combined 30 years of clinical experience. If we don't tell you you're crazy, you're not crazy. Because I've worked with plenty. I have 44, 45, 46-year-olds in my practice that I am not blowing smoke up their ass. I think it could work for them. I do think they have to be super diligent and follow my advice on every level, mentally, emotionally, physically, and nutritionally, but I do think it could work for them. Some of them might need to use assisted reproductive techniques, but that's okay. It still can work, right? So you start to ask yourself, how can I say that better? How can I say it in a way that just feels a little more easy on myself, a little more kind? That's how you start to shift your beliefs. So when these beliefs come up, I'm too old, find some social proof of other women your age that have gotten pregnant. Start reading their stories. Look at what they did. Get my book. Look at what I did in my 40s that helped me get pregnant. My eggs are bad. There's thousands of eggs in there. They can't all be bad. And your eggs are influenced by the lifestyle you choices you make for the 100 days in which that egg is developing. So it's called the process of folliculogenesis. So there's this process of folliculogenesis. So the eggs are sitting in their reserve 100 days before I'm going to ovulate the egg. It gets recruited. And as it's growing and developing in my body, it's impacted by what I eat, what I think, the stress levels I have, how much I sleep, who I surround myself with. So I could improve the quality of my eggs. If people can heal from heart disease and diabetes and cancer, you sure as hell can improve the quality of your eggs, because it's all the same thing. It's optimizing cellular health, okay? I get heated about this, sorry. Why is it so hard for me and so easy for everyone else? Do you know that to be true? So ask yourself, how can I say that better? I don't really know if that's true, because I don't know. That pregnant woman walking down the street, she could have went through 6 years of trying to get pregnant. I don't know her story. So now you're making assumptions. You're judging others and you're judging yourself. You don't know what other people's stories are. And things that may have been easy for you were hard for other people, and things that are hard for you may have been easy for other people. But you can also change that. You can also say, okay, well, now it's time for this to change. Enough is enough. I don't want it to be hard anymore. Guide me so I can find ease in my life and joy right here, right now, so I can begin to shift this belief that I have about my fertility. And when it comes to this, I am alone in the process. No, you're not. Read the stats online. There's so many women dealing with fertility challenges. There's a reason, again, that this is a best-selling book, because people need to hear it, because they're searching for answers. And because the truth is your fertility is an extension of your health. Okay, so we begin to shift our beliefs. We first acknowledge them, then we renew them. The transformation happens when we begin to actually believe it, or when the thought comes up, I am too old, and right away you respond to yourself in your beautiful brain and you say, you're not too old. There's plenty of other women that have done it at your age, so you could too. You got plenty of time. And we haven't even explored option B or option C. We got time. We got options. There's possibilities. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Okay? Okay? So how does that feel? You're not too old. All your eggs aren't bad. You're definitely not alone in this process. We can begin to shift our beliefs. If you guys want more support and work like this, if this resonates with you, you've got to join my Elite Fertility Coaching Group. It's starting February 17th. It's an application-only group, so you gotta go online and apply to be accepted. Applications are wrapping up on February 9th, so I want you to go right now and apply. You head over to aimeeraupp.com/elite. Get in there, get your application in, and then you schedule a consult with me. So we do a one-on-one interview, and I decide if you're right for the group. And then I accept you. It's a 3-month intensive program, and we are going deep. We go deep emotionally, we go deep physically, nutritionally, spiritually, on every level. I am literally holding your hand. I am your one-on-one guide through your fertility journey. We look at your hormones, we look at your genetics, we look at your lifestyle, we look at your beliefs. I help you figure out what doctor is the right doctor for you, what blood tests you need to get done, what supplements you need to be on for your body type, for your genetics, for your hormones. It is the most intensive program I have. Again, it's 3 months of you and me. And we get to the root of those fertility challenges. We upgrade your health. We get you pregnant faster. So head over to aimeeraupp.com/elite. Read all that it offers, all that comes with the program, because it's a huge offering. It's the biggest one I have all year. Again, I'm only accepting a small amount of applicants. So go over there and apply. If you have any questions, there's a contact form right there on the page. Send in your application. My girl Courtney will set up a call with you. She'll answer any of your questions. You can get on a call with me. I'll answer any of your questions. Okay, so if you want to take a deep dive and really get to the root of your fertility challenges and have one of the nation's leading fertility experts on your case, sign up for my Elite Fertility Coaching Program. And then also, lastly, if you're looking for some really good non-toxic lube, I just launched a new product. It's called my Sweet Love Butter. And right now we're having a Valentine's Day sale on Aimee Raupp Beauty, 20% off. Aimee Raupp Beauty right now. And I forget what the promo code is. Courtney, do you know it? Sorry guys, let me just look. I totally forget what my promo code is. Let's say, I'll pull it up in just a second. Facebook Live, so promo code, oh, because it's not in here. I don't know what the promo code is. Courtney, do you know? Can you post it? I think it's Sweet Love 2019, but I don't remember what the code is. So Courtney, if you can post the code, and then Instagram, you guys just go to my stories because we're promoting it constantly, so you'll see the promo code in there, okay? But the sale ends soon, so go over there. If you spend $100, you get a free Sweet Love Butter, $100 after discount. And also, I have something free for you, a free fertility enhancing meditation. So go over to aimeeraupp.com/free meditation and get your free fertility enhancing meditation, okay? And start shifting those beliefs, because you are not too old, you are not alone, your eggs can't all be bad, you can do this. And again, you know, I'll asterisk the too old thing with, yeah, if you are not regularly menstruating and ovulating, it may be a challenge, but we could still pull in some assisted reproductive techniques and work with fertility doctors and still enhance and optimize your health and ultimately your fertility. So at the very least, go get that free meditation, aimeeraupp.com/free meditation. If you want to check out my Valentine's Day sale, head over to aimeeraupp.com, 20% off everything. If you are interested in my elite fertility coaching group, aimeeraupp.com/elite, and I'd love to be your personal fertility detective. Okay, thanks guys. Love you. Have a great day.